Good afternoon up there in New York City or wherever you are. Hey, I'm sorry about yesterday, but I came down with an attack of vertigo that wouldn't let me get out of bed. That happens every 4 or 5 months or so, and yesterday just happened to be the day. He also has so happened to be Friday the 13th, so who knows. I'm about 90% recovered. I just have to be careful when I move around. Don't move my head too fast. Vertigo is a lot of things. It's in my case, I get dizzy, I get tinnitus, I get nauseous. Yeah, that's enough, I think. That's pretty much what the company's my vertigo, my dizziness and everything. But anyhow, I'm back, and I only really have one topic today. So I don't know, we'll have to... Oh, wait, no, somebody just told me a new one. I don't know how to pronounce the last name of Miami's quarterback, Tugalova or something like that, I think it is. I don't like saying last names because I always screw them up. But anyhow, he had his fourth concussion. And a lot of people are telling him it's about time that he should retire. And look, I got to tell you, I had a lot of concussions when I was younger and stupid and didn't know what they were. Getting hit in the head with a 2x4, a couple of car accidents, things like that. You begin to understand as you get older. There are some effects, and the vertigo I have could be a side effect of all those hits I took to the head in the cars and whatnot when I was younger. Don't know. But I do know that life is like physics. For every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. So, whatever you're doing to yourself now, you're going to do to yourself later on too. So just be careful. He should. I don't know. He's got a lot of money. I don't think he's ever going to get to the Super Bowl with the team he has or his ability, to be quite honest, So I think maybe he should retire and try to enjoy the rest of his life before some of the side effects of the concussions creep in on him, and make his life a little complicated. Enjoy his family, enjoy the country, enjoy everything. I know football is a big part of his life, but and I don't know how intelligent he is. I don't know if he's got, skills outside of football. I don't mean this as an insult. Please don't have anybody take it as an insult to him. I just think that it might be time, because the sports doctors that you go to see, they work for the team, and they got a lot of money invested in this man. So their ability to be honest about his future is not something I'm overly confident about. So anyhow, I wish him the best, though, whatever he decides to do. I'm not a big fan of his playing style or anything like that, or the Miami Dolphins, but he's a human being, and he deserves to be able to enjoy his life. All right. Now let's move on to Donald Trump and Lauren Loomer. Now, I would get all kinds of nasties and say that, with her following Trump around, that she's doing him on the plane or something like that. But I doubt it. I don't think he's capable of performing anymore. But don't know. Even with Viagra. But I don't know what she's hoping to get out of the publicity. Most of these people have. We all have narcissism. I have a little narcissism. Obviously, I'm doing these things. But some of these people out there are narcissistic to extremes, and I think she's one of them. She's willing to say anything and do anything to get her name out there. And she's an extreme person, and her views are very, very, very extreme. And the fact that Trump is saying he's thinking about hiring her once he gets into office, it's another reason he shouldn't get into office. Trump goes around and gives people favoritism or whatever because they kiss his ass, and it's detrimental to him, you know. Uh, but because they bring attention to him, it's not that he wants her to get attention. She brings attention to him, and that because of his association, and he eats that crap up. Anytime anybody says, "Hey, can I ask you?" You know, he loves that shit. You know, and he's honestly, he's a disgusting man. From what I understand, he's you know, he has tremendous body odor or something. That during his trial, they claimed that he wore a dirty diaper all the time, and he smelled like you know, human shit. I don't know. I don't know whether that's true. But I've heard a lot of people say that he's difficult to be near because of his personal hygiene problems. I don't know. He seems to look like a clean-cut guy to me, but what do I know? You know, I shit myself every once in a while. So the fascination with her is beyond me. She's, you know, he's done this with other people too, and now, of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene is very upset with her that she's calling her names and whatnot because she's taken over what she thought was rightfully her spot with Donald Trump, you know, and because she supported him. And I don't think she supports him. I think she just goes around and that's part of her desire to be seen and to be known, you know. That's just what she does. That's a sad story, you know. It's another one of these narcissistic people out there that just want attention. And of course, the leader of that is Donald Trump, you know. And you read articles that this reporter a Fox News reporter got under Trump's skin. You know, I'm just looking at the headlines going around here, and it's not hard to get under his skin. I mean, if you did the deal with Donnie Boy is he's gotten worse now. If you disagree with him, you're done. And you saw it when he was president. He fired a lot of people for that, you know, and he doesn't know, you know, what to do. And what else I see something else. This article from I don't know if this is the person. It's written by Sophia Nelson. I don't know whether she's the one that's telling the story. But anyhow, she used to be friends with J.D. Vance, and he became a Catholic, and now he's involved with this Catholic organization that's post-liberal or something like that, which is worse than MAGA, and is trying to take over MAGA. And that's what I said. I've said this before, that Trump won't last in office, even if he wins the election, because he's uncontrollable and he is in disagreement with what a lot of people that supporting him are. A lot of the people that support him are worse than he is, and if that's absolutely sounds impossible, it's not. It's just, you know, I don't know how to explain these people and how they think, you know. And it says that, you know, it's probably that the Catholic Church should have have a lot of the decision-making possibilities, but not Pope Francis's Catholic Church. Now that the Catholic Church has to turn around and become what they want it to be, you know. It's too liberal or something now. As far as I'm concerned, churches have lost their ability to, like the Catholic Church, it lost its ability to be a major player in the world. You know, the major religions now are players in the world anyhow are Christianity, which does not necessarily include the Catholic Church, and Judaism, and what was it? Islam. They seem to be the ones that are out there that are, you know, seem to be setting the pace. You know, I don't know that the Catholic Church has that kind of influence anymore. I know they ran violent schools. You know, I got my ass kicked enough just for standing around doing nothing, being fat. I got beat to shit by a nun one time just for being fat, and I was fat, but I didn't deserve to get beat like that. Had my shirt ripped off me and everything. Because the shirt got ripped off of me, to be quite honest, because I didn't take shit from them people. You know, even when I was, you know, like second grade or something, I just didn't like these people. You know, I had a problem with my personality. It doesn't like to be told what to do. You just can't say no to me. I have to know why. You know, I need to know why. Why are you saying no to me? Explain it to me. And a lot of times I didn't like what they said when they explained it to me, you know. But that was me. I'm looking at various headlines as I'm talking to you, so if I seem somewhat distracted, it's because the story was, I wanted to look a little bit further into the headline. Mother Nature's kicking everybody's ass everywhere in the world right now, you know. Either by fire or water and fire. Fire and water, is that the way you say it? Jane's Addictions band members got into a fight in a Boston show. This is their egos, you know, and that's one of the things that's very difficult to do, and why you don't see a lot of bands hanging out like they used to all the time, and that they don't record all the time, is because they've got egos. And if you're smart and you want to keep your band together, you let your people go out and do what they want to do, and then you come back, you stay friends with them, you know. You stay out of the politics with them, you know, and stuff like that, you know, because you're a group of people, you're gonna have different opinions. But sometimes, you know, let's see. Supposedly in Springfield, Ohio, it was Haitians that were eating the cats and dogs, but Trump says he would deport the migrants in Springfield, Ohio, to Venezuela. This is a guy that doesn't know geography. That would not be a good idea. Well, that looks quite the end of my day, I think. Being that, like I said, I've had some issues, so we'll see what happens. Wait a minute, I'll just go someplace else. Of course, Ukraine and Russia are not using people anymore, they're using drones. And people are suing the government, their state governments, for the way they're handling the voter registration. Timberlake cut a deal. That's all, you know. If you got money, you get arrested for DWI. You cut deals that you couldn't possibly make. That's like when New Jersey law got real tough. They had a lawyer. I forget his name, but if you got stopped by DWI, you went to get this lawyer, and he had a reputation. He was expensive. He was like $8,000, which is at the time was a lot of money. But he get you out of it because of the way the testings was being done at the time. Let's see. All right. I think that's about it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. It's a football Sunday, so I'll be here early. Maybe we'll talk a little football. We'll see what happens, this is a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You never know what I'm going to talk about. My mind is scatterbrained, so this vlog, as I call it, is similar. All right, okay, everybody, hang in there. What happened to oh, there it is. Hang in there.